Hi, this is Rudy Jones of PalmettoStateBaseball.com. Welcome to the South Carolina College Baseball Recap for Wednesday, April the 15th. Happy Tax Day, everybody. Anyway, there are only two games involving state teams played on Wednesday. Down in Columbia, Florence Darlington Tech played the Columbia International JVs, and the Stingers won that game 13-11 in the 11 innings. The Stingers never trailed in that game, but they got several challenges from the Rams. The score was 8-6 going into the bottom of the eighth inning, and Columbia International JV scored twice to tie it. Then in the ninth, the Stingers got 3 runs to make it 11-8 game, and Columbia International got 3 in the bottom of the inning to send it to extra innings at 11-11 tie. Jake Little hit a 2-run home run in the 11th inning for the Stingers, and they went on to win by that 13-11 score to improve their record 41-8. They've won 9 straight games. They're really playing well right now. Also for the Stingers, Kevin Bruno was 3 for 7 with the run scored and 2 RBI. In the only other game played on Wednesday involving a state team, USC Aiken went up to Newberry and beat the Wolves 7-4 at the Smith Road Complex. Donovan Glisson drove in 3 runs, and Yariel Diaz drove in 2 for the Pacers, who are now 31-12. Also, Maverick Grigsby was 3 for 5 with a double and 3 runs scored. Newberry fell 24-19. The Wolves had 6 different players to get 2 hits, and Keller Osborne drove in 2 runs along with his 2 hits. That was it for state games. Outside the state, let's see what was going on. There were some ACC games going on, and in that, Boston College beat UConn, by a score of 8-5. The Eagles are number 24 in the country this week. Pitt beat Akron 13-2. And South Florida beat Miami by a score of 4-2. As I record this, California and Stanford are both playing games on the West Coast. I'll try to add those scores into the scoreboard at PalmettoStateBaseball.com a little later tonight. Anyway, that's it. On the schedule for Thursday, there are only 3 games. The first 2 are Voorhees is at Oakwood for a doubleheader at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. The Tigers played Oakwood 3 times earlier this season in Denmark and beat them 2 out of 3. Oakwood has a 3-27 record, while Voorhees is 7-22. Also, tomorrow night, Clemson begins a 3-game series at Virginia. The Cavaliers are 26-12 in the AC overall and 10-6 in the ACC, 10-8, looking at it wrong right now. Clemson is 5-10 in the ACC and 24-14 overall after that nice win over Charlotte on Tuesday night. And the Tigers need to start making some moves in the standings if they're going to have a chance in an at-large bid for the NCAA tournament. D1Baseball.com projected them as bubble out this week. I tell you, they've probably got to win. They're 5-10 in the ACC. They've probably got to win at least 8 of their last 15 games to have a decent shot, unless they win the ACC tournament. So they need to do it now, of course, and we'll see what goes on from there. But it's no room for error at Clemson. That one nice thing about the Tigers, they got Tristan McClatty back in the lineup on Tuesday against Charlotte. Of course, he's been out for about 10 days since he was hit by a pitch in the game. In the series finale at Stanford on Easter Sunday. Suffered multiple fractures to bones in his face, but they've got protective gear on, and he is back now. So, that should be a plus for the Tigers, even though he didn't get a hit on Tuesday night. But anyway, like I say, a lot scheduled on Wednesday and a lot scheduled on Thursday. Be more going on later on this week. Most of the teams will begin their series on Friday. But for now, this is the Palmetto State Baseball Recap for Wednesday, April the 15th. You can always get more details at PalmettoStateBaseball.com. You can follow for in-game updates on my X handle, which is Palmetto Base. And just let me know if you like my coverage. You can message me at Palmetto Base or email me at rudyjones@PalmettoStateBaseball.com. Or even the easiest way, just comment on one of my posts at PalmettoStateBaseball.com. But anyway, hope you have a great night. And remember, Jesus loves you.